Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, giving you guys a quick room update and tour for pretty much the middle of May, end of May 2023. Got a lot to do. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so as you guys know, this area right here is kind of a complete mess. In fact, my entire room is a complete mess. But I do plan on expanding right here. Okay, and then moving on to this area over here, I wanted to change things up as far as this is my streaming area. This has my CPU, my treadmill, all that kind of fun stuff, all wrapped into this area. Now, the first step of this process is actually getting rid of this desk. It's kind of been a catch-all. I started actually cleaning it off, but it had a lot of these cups on them. It had a lot of my minifigures and a couple of my bins, like over here, all kind of wrapped up into that table. As you guys can see, there's kind of a lot of junk and stuff under it. But what I actually want to do is get rid of this table altogether so that it releases kind of my my catch-all. I might end up saving this table and getting rid of this one, as this one houses all three of my monitors and my whole setup. And I think all three of my monitors will actually fit on this table, and I can get rid of this table and this table. So that's kind of my plan. Now, why am I getting rid of this? I'm not really getting rid of it. The plan is my daughter, my youngest daughter, is going to be going into junior high next year, and she needs a desk. And there's no reason, since these desks are all just kind of chilling, that she couldn't just have one. So that is basically my plan of attack, or what I want to do is one of these desks, either this desk here or this desk here, is actually going to be going to my daughter, and I'm going to put it in her room. So with that, we got to get rid of all the junk, at least for this table. If I'm going to use it as either my streaming area or I'm going to give it to my daughter, I've got to get rid of all of the stuff on top of it as well as under it, so that I could get it out of here. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so I got a lot done. So basically I think I've determined that I'm going to give this desk to my daughter and then keep this one. And the reason why is because, as you can see, I still have the boxes for the TVs that I bought for my monitors. So I kept those, and granted they're a little bit bigger than the monitors obviously, but I went ahead and kind of measured it out, and it looks like all three will still fit. This, so these are the two TVs from this one and this side, and then that is almost the same size as that box. So that's kind of where I gauged it. Obviously these boxes are thicker than the flat screen monitors that I have, so there's a little bit of wiggle room, but it still gives me plenty of space. I used to use this desk, but it was just misshaped for, you know, the space, and so I don't know. I figured with this I'd have a little bit more space, because it is thicker as far as from here to here than this one, but I feel like if I condense it the way I want it, then I won't need as much space, if that makes sense. But it looks like it does fit rather nicely as far as all three monitors. Now, you might be asking, where do I plan on putting this? So I was actually thinking of changing it around and putting it over there where that table is back there, and basically having it in that corner. That way the corner is my projects. That way I can use that space over there as kind of the catch-all, which is what it's meant to be. And then I could also, you know, walk the line here as far as when I need parts, and all of that kind of fun stuff. Now this would obviously require me to move the tables over, and I think if I do it correctly, I will have enough space. So my thought process is leaving that space as is, because I want my treadmill there, because that's where the TV is for the treadmill. So I want to keep that there. So as long as I keep that parameter there and I keep that there, I should be fine. So I will leave basically this entire area open, but then I will incorporate probably a table here for the builds or my city. So basically what would end up happening is I could do one table here, then another table here, because this is all going to be gone. This is all empty space now. I can put another table here. Okay, that would be a couple inches out, and those will obviously move this way a little bit, and I would still be able to get by that area. I will probably end up taking out these metal cabinets so that I can lay this a little bit more flat, or lay the treadmill a little bit more flat and have a little bit more room, and that way it'll go this way and then I can still walk by. So that is kind of the plan. So this desk will end up going to my daughter. These 3 monitors will go on this table. This table will go back here, and we can rock that out. So that's going to take some time because my daughter still has to clean her room. But that is kind of the update. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now with this too, I'm thinking of trying to figure out something to put down here, like maybe a built-in shelf or something like that, so that I can house my CPU. That way it's down there, it's kind of protected from the elements a bit, especially since it'll be back in that corner, but I think that might be kind of the way to go. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We will be updating as we progress and as we move things along. And I think what that will give me is the opportunity to, once I figure out and get all this situated, I can actually sit down and really get to work on my city. And that's kind of what I really want to do. So I've been holding off because I wanted to put in the new tables, because I don't want to sit there and you know, set it all up and then have to tear it all down and all that kind of jazz. So I think that'll give me a very good opportunity to really get to work on my city, because that way I can put those 2 tables in that I want, and then I'll basically be maxing out the space for the area. The other cool part about that is that'll actually free up this entire wall, so that when I have the funds, I can actually start finishing it. It'll probably be little by little. It won't be all at once, unless I get money for Father's Day or birthdays or whatever. But I think that'll actually work out really nicely, and I'll be very happy with it. So, wish me luck. Hey Brickheads, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click on all notifications. That way you get up-to-date information on when I post. Don't forget to comment and reply to others' comments. Consider donating to the channel, because every little bit helps and goes right back into the channel. Check out my other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, as well as head on over to Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hang out with me while I live stream, and we talk about current events, LEGO, and much, much more. Alright guys, another update. So before I get started on all this stuff, I actually got to clear out all of this. So I will be definitely cleaning off this desk. I will be cleaning off this stuff. It should be a rather quick process as far as getting this table out and into my daughter's bedroom. She's actually done a lot of cleaning lately, so which has been really good, but I do need to actually shift all this stuff into the spots of where it goes, and then kind of filter through this stuff as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to put away, and I will pretty much be working on that as we go through this process. So just wanted to kind of add that little bit in there. My daughter is doing really well as far as cleaning out her room, because her floor was covered with toys. But but now I should be able to clean up my own stuff and actually be able to easily get this table out that door and into the house. So let's rock it out. Oh, as you can see, I've been working pretty hard, so I got rid of the desk and put it into my daughter's room. So I've just been working. Again, as you guys can see, everything's like a royal mess, but sometimes you got to make a mess before you can really clean things up. So super excited about the progress. Still got a lot of things to do. Not sure, to be honest, if I'm going to take a break and just kind of get this area set up so that I can continue to live stream, and then I will eventually get to that area, because I'm pretty sure I have to move like builds around so that I can move tables and stuff like that. Trying to figure out the best way to kind of move the tables from that area over. I think the best way might be to kind of move this over to here, and then move the far table kind of over to here. But I think that's going to be for another day. Again, not exactly sure. I think for right now, because I have everything kind of set up over here, I think I'm going to get this table over here tonight, and then just kind of reset up my streaming area so that that's kind of taken care of. It's all done. There's no issues or anything like that. And then eventually get that desk over to there. So I'm going to keep updating. I know this is kind of a jumbled video, but just kind of giving you an update on the area and fun stuff. So just to give you guys a heads up, it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of progress, but there actually has. So just starting over here with my stream area, I actually went ahead and picked up some of these brackets to hold the monitors. If we come around here to this side, we have a couple brackets that hold each of the monitors. I didn't have those before. I do have a long extension pole, which is really nicely nice. I'm going to probably be working on something with that, but pretty excited about this setup now. It's really laid out. Other than the jumbled mess and junk, it's really clean cut. Now I have a park camera down here. I have my sky camera. This is going to be the camera for my face. Have all three monitors set up. They're roughly, although this is a smaller monitor, they go really nice together. At some point I might update or upgrade this monitor to the same size as these. But all in all, really happy with this layout. Again, this is a jumbled mess. Definitely have to work on this area. Got a lot of things working on in the progress. This is going to actually get really cleaned up really quickly, and then same with this stuff. So my plan is to actually start cleaning up this area, move this and this crate over to that area, flatten this out or make it parallel to the wall, and then just kind of work on really the organization process, getting all of the room cleaned up and all of that. So as they say, there's nothing to it but to do it. Let's rock it out. Alright guys, so another step in the right direction. So I packed up the crates, I moved them over to that section over there. Still got some work to do over there, but that'll come in time. And then I went ahead and actually moved and shifted this entire table from that end of the room just forward. So now it lines up with that. I will probably, once I move all of this stuff, I will probably move and shift it this way just a couple more feet. That way I have that much more like room on this side, because there is going to be a lot of room on that side. I can pretty much fit another table down here and down here, but that would leave very little room on this side to walk around the table. So I'm still debating on what I want to do as far as that, but I'm probably definitely going to shift all of this way at least a couple feet. That way it narrows it down, but I can't really do that until I clear out this entire section, and that's that's going to be a little while from now. So what this does now is this, of course, sets up the one table to go here, okay, and I'm most likely going to take this table that's over here and again put it basically right here, and that will, I mean, I could put 2 tables here, but that would be really tight as far as a walkway. Maybe at some point I will do that, but essentially I think only the one table is going to fit right here for now. Then I will have this entire space clear, and then the plan is, again at a future point, is to have my stream set up here, okay, and then I will probably have the tables run all the way this way. So that will basically give me the opportunity to be closer to my backlog wall, so I can reach stuff, I can put stuff on, you know, on those shelves and all that. It will also give me the opportunity to be closer to my part wall. What will happen as far as the stream is I will end up running the wires above, but it will actually free up and end up having me change the angles of all of my other stuff. So that's kind of what I'm working with today. Hopefully this all makes sense and we're ready to rock. Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Bricks.